When I started making videos 3 years ago, I went really deep into finding the perfect camera, the perfect drone, and learning everything there is to know about achieving high quality cinematic footage for my videos. But just last week I came across one genre of filmmaking that I had completely missed and disregarded due to my lack of education on the topic and confusing it being the same thing as a normal drone. And I was completely wrong. Let me introduce you to FPV. So the goal of my channel, as most know, is to show culture, lifestyle, cost of living, and possibilities of life in other countries around the world. But a big passion of mine is also filmmaking, and it's something that I also want to share on this channel. So I'm going to be documenting my journey with FPV as a beginner for those out there that are looking to get started in this hobby as well. I'll be sharing everything I learn, because sometimes the more experienced channels don't mention the little details that come second nature to them, but for us, it's new information. So the first recommendation that most give when you start in FPV is to buy a control and start practicing in a simulator to start learning how to fly before getting your first drone and crashing it on the first flight. I did tons of research on all types of controls and on which were the best ones for me. As a digital nomad, I travel often, so I definitely didn't want to get anything that was too big or bulky. Also, my budget isn't really high, so I wanted to make sure I got something that was affordable, but that can also last me a decent amount of time and was compatible with various drones that I decide to buy in the future. Also, the idea of maybe buying a ready-to-fly kit came to mind, where it means you get the control, the goggles, and the drone all in one. But then I noticed that some of the controls that came with these kits, people mentioned that they wouldn't work with other drones and also wouldn't work with the simulators to practice. So this completely put me off of that idea, and I decided to go through the route of buying each item separately: the goggles, the control, and the drone. After extensive research, I came down to the conclusion that the best control for me would be the Jumper T Lite. It's small, light, compact, and includes a 4-in-1 module, which means it can connect to most receivers that drones carry and has the ability to add crossfire, which is a transmitter that you can add to your control and gives you the ability to get a longer range in your flights. After watching various videos about this control from top FPV YouTubers, they all said nothing but good things and have even compared it to be just as good as the controls that are $400 to $500. And the crazy thing is that this control was only $70. Check it out, guys, it finally arrived. My FPV control. It's great because it's so tiny. It's not even that big. It looks just like a normal Xbox or PlayStation control. So in the box of the control, it comes with the control, the antenna, some stickers, and this little bit that is for the crossfire thing that I mentioned to you guys, that you put through the back here and you have to connect it by opening the control up. I'm not going to be using this in the near future because the drones that I'm going to buy are not for long range, but it's good that you do get the possibility of adding this into your control if you want to, which a lot of other controls don't have. After receiving my control, I had to find a simulator. The most common ones online are the Velocity Drone, Liftoff, and DRL. I went with DRL. It's the Drone Racing League, because according to some of the reviews online, it has the most realistic feel to flying FPV in real life, and also the tracks are bigger than other simulators. And also the price on this one was just slightly cheaper than the other two. So I went ahead and purchased this one. Now with my control, all I had to do was connect it to my computer, My computer registered it right away and I got to flying. Okay, here we go, here we go. Oh my god, what? This is harder than I thought. Wait. Oh no, oh no, 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 oh no. Oh fuck. Oh, okay. Oh no. Guys, this is nothing like a normal drone. That's pretty bad, right? Well, it's been about 5 days now that I've been practicing every single day, and actually here it tells me how many hours I've flown. I've flown over 11 hours. So I've definitely have learned a lot. For the people that really want to get into FPV, the simulator is definitely the way to go. I've improved dramatically. And some tips I can give you actually is, when I started flying, I used the control just like that as I would with the PlayStation or an Xbox. But what I changed was I started using it, they call it the pitch method, which you grab them like that and then you maneuver it like this, just because the controls and flying FPV is very, very sensitive. So you have to be very careful with how fast or how quickly you move the sticks. After I did that, my flying improved by 20-30%. So let me show you now the improvement I've made flying FPV. Okay, so this is the layout here. The one I normally use is just a freestyle where I practice, and the cool thing is that it has a training guide, so you can start here, and that's actually where I started, and you just go through the different quests and you slowly learn because it guides you and gives you step by step on how it all works as a beginner. So as you guys can see, my flying has gotten way smoother. I can control the drone very well, and I can maneuver it to my liking, which is really cool. Yes sir! Stuff like that is what I'm talking about, dude. I could have not done that a couple days ago. Watch out, damn. I wonder if I'll have the guts to do that when I have my drone. Boom. So as you guys can see, I'm slowly improving and having a better feel on how FPV works. My main goal for flying FPV is to be able to capture mind-blowing footage for my YouTube channel and take my videos to the next level. So the drone I want to get is something that I can mount an action camera on and fly smoothly indoors and outdoors. The past few days I've done tons of research and I have decided on my first FPV drone and goggles. I'll be covering all this information on my next episode that should come out in the next 4 to 5 days when everything has arrived. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. Thank you everyone for watching, and please give me a like if you're a good person. Until next time, Cristian Rodriguez, bye.